to Fabric Monday. Today we'll talk about the OneLake catalog. It's an easy feature, an easy tool, visible in the UI, but let's see the tweaks in the OneLake catalog. Here I have my Power BI environment. The OneLake catalog can be accessed using this icon, OneLake. Here is the OneLake catalog. What's the purpose of the OneLake catalog and why is it so good? Imagine my situation, for example. I'm a speaker, I deliver technical sessions a lot of times a year. And every time I create new workspace, some content as a sample content and so on, how do I keep track of everything? The point is, before the OneLake catalog, I could. If I forget which workspace has a specific content, I would never find that again. And in the OneLake catalog, we can. We can locate one specific content, one specific notebook, one specific lake house, something that we created, something that we remember. We can locate it and identify where it is exactly. For example, demo D. There it is, a notebook called demo D. So I can take a look on it and I can see it's located inside the workspace called Sales Single WP Sample. So I know in which workspace this notebook is. I can open the notebook directly. I have the option to check the lineage of the notebook and I can download the notebook or save a copy. And this kind of features work for every type of item in Microsoft Fabric. We have all of them here inside the OneLake catalog. I can filter this list by the type of the item. Data items, for example, insights, processes where the notebook is included and many other objects to make processing, solutions and tag solutions and configurations. Only the environment object fits as a configuration object. Besides the filter by type of object, I can filter the objects which are mine and objects from other people. If I want to filter my objects, I can see only the objects I created. Or I can see all the items, objects created by other people as well. Why is this list different? Aren't they all my objects? No, sometimes I use different accounts to log in, so you can see some objects belongs to different users. Another feature that we have using OneLake catalog are the tags. The tags are beyond the OneLake catalog. We can set tags to Fabric objects and we can find these objects according to the tags. How can we set these tags? We go to the object, settings, and here we have a new item in the settings of the object, tags. Using these tags, we can select one specific tag. For example, I'm choosing anyone and set this tag to the object. The object gets the tag. The object is tagged. In this way I can mark what the objects mean for me. I can use tags to mark what the objects mean. And I refresh. Now let's try to filter by tag. I can choose orders, for example. I will see the objects with the tag orders. Or I can choose price analysis. I'll see the object with the tags price analysis. Okay, but these tags were already available for us. Where are these tags created? If I come to settings in Power BI and I come to the admin portal, open a new tab, the admin portal in Power BI, a new feature that we have here is the tags feature. Preview tags. So in the admin portal, we can create tags, which will allow us tag our objects, defining what these objects mean, and in the OneLake catalog, we can find these objects using these tags. We can find the objects by tag. Another feature of the OneLake catalog is the management of domains. Domain is a feature of an architecture called as data mesh. I delivered many sessions about data mesh, and there is the recording of one in my YouTube channel. Take a look there. There is a recording of one of the sessions in my YouTube channel. The domains isolate specific sets of data according to the meaning of that data. So in this way, I can be organizing my data in different data domains, and I can be filtering the objects in the OneLake catalog by domain. For example, Brazil domain is empty. Let's try another one. Malta real time. Sales Malta sample. So I'm filtering the objects in my OneLake catalog according to the domain these objects are set to. These domains are defined also in the admin portal. In the admin portal, we have the domains feature. In the domains feature, we can set the domains we will use in our Microsoft Fabric environment, and inside the domain, we assign workspace to the domain. Everything inside the workspace belongs to the domain. Let's get back to the OneLake catalog. Another important feature in the OneLake catalog is the possibility to find endorsed items. Endorsed items. What are endorsed items? If your company is very well organized and implementing data governance, it's possible to implement a feature called endorsing. Endorsing means that the developers will build reports, will build Power BI reports. Those reports need to be endorsed by someone who actually knows that data, a data steward. Someone who knows the data needs to be endorse the report and say that the report is actually correct. So we can filter the items we are looking for according to endorsed items or how the items. If the company is implementing the endorsing feature, we can be looking only for endorsed items. Finally, last but not least, it's interesting to note that in the OneLake catalog we have a new tab called Govern. We can use this new tab for data governance features. In the Govern tab, we can see a report about how my data is organized. My data is not well organized, that's a fact, but the report shows, for example, how many semantic models I have, reports, data marks, dashboards, like house, and so on. Mind that these are only data objects. The processing objects such as notebooks, data flows, pipelines don't appear in the Govern tab. The Govern tab is intended for data governance. And here we have some recommendations based on how organized or not organized my data is. Increase the number of endorsed items. I should have more endorsed items to improve data governance. Refresh your inactive data items. The semantic models, they stop making shadow refreshes if they are not active. So we may need to refresh these items. Apply relevant tags to your items. I don't have many tags applied to the items. So the Govern tab is recommending to me what I need to do to actually organize my data. Here there are links with many more features linked to data governance, features related to pure view, but I'm not digging deep on this. In this way, we just discovered all the details about how we can use the OneLake catalog to better organize our objects and to better locate our objects, and all the interesting features available in the OneLake catalog to locate something in our entire company. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week.